Khutbah Wada, also known as the farewell sermon, holds immense significance in Islamic history. Delivered by the Prophet Muhammad (PBUH) during his final pilgrimage to Mecca in the year 10 AH, 632 CE, this sermon is seen as a powerful declaration of the core principles that define Islam. It marks a profound moment in the life of the Prophet and the Muslim community, offering guidance and encapsulating the essence of Islam in a way that transcends time. The khutbah was delivered at a place called Arafat, on the 9th day of Dhul Hijjah, the day of Hajj. This event was not just a farewell message but a culmination of the Prophet's teachings, imparting critical messages about faith, ethics, rights, and responsibilities. It is also the final public sermon that the Prophet gave, making it one of the most important speeches in Islamic tradition. One of the central themes of the Khutbah Wada is the universality and equality of all human beings in the eyes of God. The Prophet Muhammad (PBUH) emphasized that no one has superiority over another, whether based on race, ethnicity, or social status. He famously stated, "All mankind is from Adam and Eve," reaffirming the idea that all human beings are equal in the sight of Allah. This message of equality remains foundational to Islamic thought and has influenced global discussions on justice and human rights. The Prophet also spoke about the sanctity of life and property, underlining that these should be respected by all Muslims. He made it clear that just as the sanctity of Mecca and its holy sites were to be upheld, so too were the rights of individuals to be safeguarded. The Prophet urged the people to avoid bloodshed and oppression, warning against the dangers of injustice and exploitation. Another key aspect of the sermon was the emphasis on the importance of following the teachings of Islam, particularly the Quran and the Sunnah. The Prophet reminded the people that he was leaving behind the two most important sources of guidance for the Muslim community, the Book of Allah and his own example. He urged Muslims to hold firmly to these two sources, as they would provide the guidance needed to lead a righteous life. A significant point in the khutbah also involved the Prophet's mention of the completion of the religion. He declared, "This day have I perfected for you your religion, completed my favor upon you, and have chosen for you Islam as your religion." This statement was revealed to the Prophet at that moment, marking the completion of the Islamic message and the perfection of the faith. It signifies the end of divine revelation to the Prophet and serves as a reminder of the finality of the Islamic message. The Prophet Muhammad (PBUH) also spoke about the rights and duties Muslims owed to each other, stressing the importance of mutual respect, compassion, and care. He urged Muslims to protect the rights of women, emphasizing that they are to be treated with kindness and dignity. He spoke about the importance of fulfilling contracts and maintaining justice in all matters, especially in relations between Muslims and non-Muslims. In the latter part of the khutbah, the Prophet asked the gathered crowd if he had delivered the message clearly and completely. The people responded with loud affirmations of, "Yes." This moment underscored the completeness of the message and the responsibility of every Muslim to carry forward the teachings of Islam. He also asked the crowd to pass on what they had heard to those who were not present, ensuring the continuity of the message for future generations. The farewell sermon ends with a powerful invocation of Allah's peace and blessings upon the Prophet, as well as a reminder to all Muslims to uphold the principles of justice, unity, and righteousness in their daily lives. The Prophet's final message encapsulated the essence of his life's mission, to guide humanity toward a just and compassionate way of life, based on the oneness of God and the shared responsibility of all human beings to uphold moral and ethical values. Khutbah Wada serves as a timeless reminder of the values of equality, justice, and brotherhood in Islam. It is a call to Muslims to remain steadfast in their faith, adhere to the teachings of the Quran and the Prophet, and live in harmony with one another. The sermon remains relevant today, offering guidance to individuals and communities in their pursuit of peace, unity, and righteousness.